What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Man, I was breaking down that fight between Bud and Errol Spence. I was trying to see would it be a decision or a knockout. I have a hard time seeing past a knockout in this fight. I was watching I was watching I was watching Bud fight against Sean Porter the other day. I watched him fight Benavidez. It was another fight I watched him. This was at 140. But the one thing that was consistent in it, two things. One, Bud liked to come out for about 2 or 3 rounds and really like kind of set his distance, figure a fight out, see what the fighter gonna bring to the table. And when he fought the lesser fighters, they really couldn't touch him with nothing. Now what had happened, it seemed to me like if he have problems getting his jabs off in that first round, he'll switch to southpaw, where or if they look like they jabbing him too much, he'll switch to southpaw and kind of negate some of that. And he got a real strong lead hand when he fighting southpaw. That's his best position. But the thing that I see gonna hurt him was what's been consistent. Although that's his style, once you touch him good, like hit him a good shot where the fans see it and he feel it, and where everybody saw this punch, he gonna do two things. He gonna start smiling first, then he finna get serious, and he finna get out of that super careful, posture, and he finna start trying to get that punch back. He finna, if you hit him flush, Bud coming back to try to get a flush one off on you, especially if it happened early in the round. Now, with the slow starts that he have, Earl gonna come out there and touch him, and touch him, and touch him. And I think the first one or two times, Crawford may try to, stay composed and not answer, but I don't think he gonna be able to. I don't think he's gonna be able to compose himself through the whole first round, and if so, not much more than that, and it's gonna turn into a fight a lot faster than he wanted to, but he gonna initiate it to some degree. Earl gonna be fighting his fight. Earl fight is coming forward, pressure, a lot of jabs and hard punches behind it. That's pretty much how he start most of his fights, and he don't start slow. Crawford got a bad habit. Here's another thing I noticed with him. As good as he is, I think because he's had the reach advantage so much in his career, he got a bad habit at times of going straight back. He gonna do that a couple of times per round, and it's gonna be a little different from him because he's not gonna be able to set his distance quite as well as he did against Kell Brook and Sean Porter against Errol Spence, because Errol Spence is a bigger fighter with 72-inch arm reach, and Buzz is only a 74. Spence was smart. The last fight he had was against Ugas. Although it was over a year ago, he ain't forgot that fight. And Ugas is 5'8", 5'9", with a 73-inch reach, just an inch shorter than Bud. So Spence already gonna be used to that, and I think it's gonna take Bud a lot longer than usual to, if he even can find that safe zone where he can touch and not be touched. Cause I just think Earl too big and he a little too busy. He not. I don't see Earl standing there as much as Sean Porter did and Kell Brook started doing after I think the second round, trying to figure out what he want to do. Earl gonna have his mind pretty much made up, and he gonna have, he gonna already know what to look for. Crawford, he like to take a half a step back and slide them good left uppercuts in there. That's a punch Spence gonna have to watch out for. But for the most part, I don't see how this don't turn into damn near. It could be similar to when Hagler and Tommy Hearns fought, because Bud got that heart, and so do Spence. Spence coming to fight. Bud is probably, his game plan more likely going to be to outbox him. But I think Spence going to pull him out of that real fast in this fight, because if Bud get down 3 rounds against Spence, he probably going to lose the fight. He ain't none of them lesser fighters where he can just basically give away rounds like he did. Well, I ain't going to say he gave him in the Porter fight. Sean Porter was doing some good boxing in the first 5 rounds, but if he get down that far against Errol Spence going into the 5th round, and he down 4-1 or 3-2, he had be no more than just something like that, he gonna be in some major trouble, because Errol turned up after the 6th round. We gonna see how Bud do. We can't say it welterweight because he did go rounds with Benavidez, but he been fighting a lot of subpar competition at welterweight, which is why the fights ain't been going that long. So this gonna be I just think it's gonna be a rude awakening in so many ways. I don't think Bud ain't gonna look good. I don't think he ain't gonna have his moments, because like I said, once Spence start touching him, Bud gonna want to touch back, and he gonna land some punches too. Spence gonna have to take some, just like he dish him out. They both gonna have to give like they get in this fight. I just see it happening a lot sooner than I think a lot of these experts gonna be looking for it to be a decision. I don't see that. Even though Earl went 12 rounds with Sean, and Bud went 12 rounds with Benavidez. A lot of times you see good fighters go to a decision. The problem is the temperament of these fighters. Bud temperament is, if you touch him, he gonna fight. You gotta like that about him. And Spence coming out there to fight. Don't get me wrong, Spence a good boxer too. But from what I've seen, since he been in title contention and a title holder, he come out there to fight and pretty much destroy all thoughts that his opponent can win by that consistent pressure, hard punches, round after round after round. I don't see it changing with Crawford. He did it against Ugas, Danny, Sean, Lamont, Kell Brook. I just don't see why it's going to change when he get in the ring with Bud. So I know a lot of people ain't going to like hearing this, because Bud got a lot of fans out here, but I just don't see, I don't see him getting past. I'd be kind and say it might go 10 rounds, and this ain't because Earl is so much better than Bud. I do think he's better than Bud, but I think the bigger, stronger man is going to prevail once the fight break out. And the fight gonna break out pretty soon in this one. I really believe this fight gonna kick off a lot sooner than a lot of people think it is, just because the temperament of both fighters. Earl coming to get it, and once you piss Bud off, he gonna fight. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like or subscribe. Till next time, it's your man Spiel Dog. I'm out.